Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on banking. Today we're going to take a look at bank reconciliations. Now before we get started, we're going to ask ourselves, why are we going to need to do a bank reconciliation? I often get asked this question simply because people assume that everything being automated these days means it becomes redundant to do a bank reconciliation. But in fact, it's very necessary. We still see errors happening regardless of how computerized things are. So we must always, whether you're an individual or a corporation, take a look at your bank statement at the end of the month and compare that to what the bank's statement says you have. You're always going to know there's a difference, and very often that difference is simply a matter of timing of transactions between what you've done and what the bank has been able to record on the statements. Those statements are typically issued somewhere between the 20th and the 25th of the month, and a corporation or a business will typically close their books on the very last day of the month. So you can see there's about a week of activity overlapping between the two. So let's take a look at Rosa here and see how that affects her. In February, Rosa receives a bank statement and it says that her balance is $212. When you're going to do a bank reconciliation, I split the page in half. So one half is going to have all the information on the bank. So let's start that. We're going to have a bank balance, and this should be the opening balance. I'm just going to shorten that down to open. Bank opening balance is $212.80. And then we have to look at Rosa's checkbook, or her balance, and she says that at the end of February she has $929. So we have a $700 difference here that we have to figure out what's happening. So let's put all of the information relating to Rosa's books over on the other side of the page, and we'll call it Rosa's opening balance. I'm going to shorten that just down to open because we don't have the room here, but it should say Rosa's opening balance, and what we have over there, of course, is $929.15. Alright, now let's see what other activity has happened that we have to account for. The bank statement indicates that they have on their statement charges of ATM fees for $12. Well, Rosa would not have recorded that in her books because she wouldn't have known how much it was. So that is going to have come out of her account, something that she did not know about. So we have to subtract that from her side, ATM fees. And that was $12. Don't drop the pennies, keep them in there. What else do we have in here? There was an NSF fee for $20. Well, NSF is a non-sufficient funds, and that means something went through her account that was not processed. But the bank did the work unnecessarily, so they are charging you a fee of $20. It takes them a while to do this work. It's not like processing any other item. So they're going to back charge you that for $20. Now, Rosa would not necessarily have known that something went through NSF, and she would not have known about these fees until she got the statement. So those came out of her account, NSF, so we have to subtract them. 0.00. What else do we know? Well, we found out that Rosa earned interest of $1.05. So if she earned interest, this is something the bank put into her account, something that she didn't know about. It's going to increase the value of her account. Interest. $1.05. I don't like to total anything up just yet. We'll read through the rest of the question, see if we find out any information that's happened. So let's go on to the next sentence, and it says that Rosa had 3 outstanding checks. What that means is that she issued these checks for these amounts, but the bank has not processed them yet. Now, this could be the timing difference. It could be that somebody was given them earlier in the month, but they just haven't gotten to the bank yet to cash them. One way or the other, she has recorded them as having come out of her account, and yet the bank has yet to process them. So that means the bank books have to be adjusted. She's already got them recorded in her balance, but the bank doesn't. So clearly, if they're going to come out of the bank, we have to subtract. So check number 300 for $18.20. And check number 302 for $38.40. And the last one was check number 303 for $68.12. Okay, the total of all of these checks amounts to $124.72. All right, anything else? Yes, we have one more item to deal with. There was a deposit made by Rosa for $810.12, not on her bank statement. It's in her bank account, not on the statement. Well, deposits are going to increase the value in her account, so we add this deposit. This is usually called a deposit in transit. Simply means that the deposit was made after the close date of the statement. $810.12. All right, so now we've dealt with all of the information here. Let's add things up and see what we get. This deposit is added to the opening balance, so that means we now have $1,022.92. And from that, we are deducting these outstanding checks, which means our balance at the end should be $898.20. And we call this our adjusted bank balance. Running out of room here, so I'm just going to say adjusted balance. All right, now let's take a look at Rosa's side. She starts off with $929.15. She adds interest of $105, so that gives her $930.20. And from that, she took off these fees for $32. All right, when we subtract that from the 930, we are left with $898.20. And again, we call this side the adjusted book side. Adjusted book balance. I'm just going to call it balance in here because again we're running out of room. Okay, let's check. The two sides are in agreement, so they balance each other out. I can double score this, and that tells me we've completed the reconciliation correctly. Hope you find this useful. I use it every single month in my own personal accounts as well as business accounts.